Spectral motion is a metaphor for what I believe images on a silver screen are. They're specters of events that took place a long time ago or recently that are being replayed in front of our eyes. The logo that we have is a specter carrying a lantern, and the lantern represents the arc light that projects those images. It's just a very special, personal thing for me to call the company that.
What made you decide on Spectral Motion as the practical effects guys?
They're so good at creating practical effects, and I saw their work through the Del Toro films. Hellboy movies where they created Wink, the Wink character is a kind of a ogre-like thing without using CGI, and I love that approach, and that's what I want to do with the trolls and also the witches.
Well, initially, we had a very broad range of responsibility, but ultimately, we found that it was more beneficial for us to focus on the 5 principal witches and Derek's character, Edward. And those were our only responsibilities on the film.
What was your original idea for Edward the Troll? Is it just what we saw on camera, or did you have some other notion that as it began?
Actually, in the original draft, there was 2 trolls. There was one evil and one good troll, but we had to cut budgets, so we had to cut one troll. Simple as that. Yeah. But he's very close to the original idea we had, and me and Mike at Spectral and their guys, the designers, we just went back and forth with ideas, and I didn't want him to be too troll-like, I guess. That's one thing. I wanted to feel, with clothes and the buzz cut and the tattoos, to give him human elements at least, to not to make him too alien. But other than that, he's really close to the original design.
I want to give him a hug.
How did Derek come on board this project? Was Tommy a big fan, or did you suggest him because Derek's had a lot of experience working with practical makeup effects?
Tommy and I and Kevin Messick spent a lot of time together early on, and we came up with a list of people who could possibly do this job, and it was a very short list, and Derek definitely was the guy that did the job right.
Derek was definitely the guy that said yes, the other 7 said no way.
Derek, did you have to audition for this? Did they put you in a suit and see if you could be a troll, or?
No, I didn't have to audition for the part at all. It was nice because when I came in with Tommy and Mike, they knew my career as a professional actor outside of doing monsters also, and so they knew what I brought to the table, which was so flattering. I remember I first pitched it, I was like, oh, thank you, I don't want to be like Sleaze Act number 42, it's not where I am in my career. I'm like, no, it's a full character arc, it's one of the lead characters, but we need someone who can survive the suit, but also we know you're a professional actor. And it was, that respect went thousands of miles, so I'm like, okay, I'm on board.
Any of the witches in particular a challenge or a delight, or which one stood out in your mind most?
They all were a delight. They all worked out to be...
I'm asking you to pick between your children.
I know, exactly. But every single one of those characters, and I did all the first test makeups with the principal actors, and they all were charming and wonderful to work with. Famke Janssen was amazing. She was such a stalwart defender of what we were doing throughout the process. And Zoe Bell was just hilarious. She had us in stitches every day in the makeup trailer. All the girls were fantastic.
Were you happy with the action that you were able to put together in Hansel and Gretel? Do you think you can kick it up a notch in future films, or?
Yeah, no, I am happy with it in the regards that we didn't use much CGI in it, which was always the goal. We wanted to make it, since we have such a fantastical world, we want to keep the action grounded with fists and knuckles and headbutts, and hopefully we'll keep it that way. But of course, you always aim to improve and turn it up a few notches next time around.
I was very happy to see that Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters was going to be like rated R, violence, but now there's an unrated cut. How much was cut out of the film? Like, how hardcore are we getting? Should we shield our eyes?
In that cut, there's 11 minutes extra. There was just some extreme stuff in there that we had to cut, and it is a couple of really cool things that I loved very much that was hard for me to cut.
Would you say that this Blu-ray edition is your vision of this? Is the director's cut? Is your preferred version?
It has more of the stuff that I love, because I love mixing genres. I love mixing gore and violence and humor. So in that aspect, it has more of what close to my heart.
There's been talk of Hansel and Gretel 2 coming up, and I assume hopefully we'll see more Edward in that. That would be the idea.
That would be the idea, yeah.
Okay, is there room for his brother, perhaps?
Maybe. I mean, Edward is a really popular character, so I always wanted to do a troll fight. So,
Now, will this next film be an opportunity to visit more monsters?
I'll probably do a little new stuff. I would assume, not just go the witches route again and try some new cool things.
Hansel and Gretel, werewolf kidnappers.
Yeah, that could be a thing.
Hell yeah!
It's not going to be an open casket.
Well, that's new.